Okay, so here we go. Since Bob gives away all my secrets, which I gave him permission to do, I thought I would just feed it to you from the horse's mouth. So we have here two super ultra stupid. I don't know because I call the 2204 bird stupid light, and I don't even know what you call a 1407 5-inch. This is two 1407 5-inches. One is the floss frame with 2700 kV, and one is a brain drain frame, yeah, with 3600 kV. So I built this one first. Of course, we had the 1407 3600, which was a 3-inch motor. I turned it into a 4-inch motor. Seems to be the sweet spot for this motor, I think. And then, of course, you got to go the next step and go to the 5-inch. And I think Bob pretty much hates it as a 5-inch motor. I don't mind it. It's okay. And I guess the difference between the two, this one I built first, and after listening to Bob, I was like, well, this is going to be the most horrible thing ever. I actually really enjoyed flying this quad. It's a good quad. It was very locked in, I thought. I flew it on some windy days, and I thought it was amazing. I didn't get a lot of packs on it. I'd like to get some more flight time on it. The downside to this, of course, is the roasting hot sun temperatures the motors come down at. I thought the motors were too hot on 4-inch, and on 5-inch they are just like the sun. But the performance is really good. I think it's not quite as fast as your normal 5-inch quad, but it's pretty amazing everywhere. I really love that. And so we say, of course, you need lower kV. Need to come down. So the 2700s come along, which should be perfect in all good theory. And at the end of the day, they're just meh, I guess, because a lot of what Bob says is true. One, they don't have the top end. They have a good top speed. It's just not crazy fast. I don't. My true racer is 80 mile an hour. I'm gonna guess this is 65 to 70 mile an hour. But where this setup really shines is in the corners. Nothing corners as good or as well as this 2700 kV 5-inch. It is just nuts what you can do in and around obstacles. So I love it for that on a tight course. It can't be beat. It's just awesome. I run a Hobby King 1000 on it, and I think I can get 2 minutes of flight about out of it, and it's good. And the other thing that it's really good at is not braking, and I say that as I actually broke it because I slammed it into an upright at full speed, and it kicked the upright out like 40 foot, and I don't know how this little quad has that much power, but it was quite amazing how far the bar was. So it just smashed the wires on the camera, so I'm putting new camera wires on it. But as the quad that I show up to a field and fly first, it's absolutely amazing. When you put a 1000 milliamp battery, I don't know what the all-up weight is, but it's nuts. So you learn the corners, and it's not too fast, so you don't typically crash it. And if you do crash it, it cartwheels out. Now this thing's been crashed more times than I know what to do with, and I've seen the 2204-ish, the big motor version that's crushed and the arms are broke, the floss, and it's just not been a problem on this quad, and for a quad of these size. My poor little frame had a little piece. It was very thin, so it broke down here. The arms don't break. I will fix that, and I imagine this thing will never break. And this one is a 20 millimeter, 20 by 20, and this is your normal 30 millimeter, or 20, is it 25? Hell, I don't know. But this setup was built to be ultra stupid, insano light, and I made it a little bit too light to test it out. And I really enjoyed flying that. This one seemed a little less, and the only problem with it is what Bob says is some of the control is lacking. It for the first time, it seems like the motors can't spin the props or don't. So it's pretty loose around the track, but at the same time, it's still a lot of fun. It still corners really well, so I don't mind it at all. But I don't remember having that loose feeling on the 3600s. It's just the fact that they're hot. So it seems like the 3600s can turn the props, and maybe we just need to go to like a 3200 or something like that. That would be better. So 36 versus 2700. I'm still in the 3600 camp, although the 2700 is not a bad motor at all. And you know, for 90% of the guys out there, this is going to be an awesome setup, just from the fact it never breaks. It's a good all-around quad, good capabilities in the air, a little loose, but other than that, it's good. So that's that. At some point I should make a video talking about the 2204 Insanity, because this is what I spend all my time flying now. This is 220 grams of stupid light craziness, and I just love this thing. I love these other two, but I love this the most because it doesn't seem to have any sacrifices. This will keep up with your big fat boy 5 inches. You got, you know, like this is a brain drain 5.5 with all the TPU. This is like 320 grams. So of course this is 100 grams lighter, and I love the way this flies in the air. This is below that 250 gram weight limit, and it's just awesome. So yep, that's it. There you go. There's the motors, and yeah, don't forget to reverse your props.